company and saying, gosh, for the good that they want to do and for the core of who we are, we don't own products. We empower our systems, our ecosystem, so that we can ensure that we're empowering small businesses and entrepreneurs and customers who are looking for other livelihood. And in many cases, we just launched or just passed 1 billion in charitable donations. And the irony is that that's not even necessarily eBay. That's just us giving the technology to all of these different individuals and companies that are making that good, and they're passing that good on into their communities. So even when I think about at the very heart of who eBay is 25 years later, when Pierre started the organization and took that first step, he did it with one thing in mind, which I think, gosh, if we could all just wake up with this sentiment every day, which is people are basically good. And how do I make sure that I'm building a company that is in core doing what's right and in service of and ensuring that we're creating multiple effects of good?
As we kick off a new decade, it's clear that purpose has become much more than a buzzword for modern companies that want to succeed. Purpose is gaining urgent momentum, primarily because consumers are demanding it. A recent Accenture study revealed that 63% of global consumers prefer to purchase products and services from companies that stand for something meaningful. Another study from Omnicom's Porter Novelli indicated that 66% of consumers are willing to actually switch from a brand they know to an unknown purpose-driven brand. So the jury is in. Purpose has become a non-negotiable baseline for how to do business.
So one of my misconceptions coming in as a rookie chief exec was that the shareholder base, Wall Street, the City of London would be saying, show me the next quarter, show me the next quarter. And of course they want to see that. But each and every one of our quality investors has also said, take the long-term view, run the business for long-term success. And you will become irrelevant as a company unless you conduct yourself properly. It's that simple. People will vote with their dollars in the same way as us as a customer. As we look at the tech companies that we want to work with, we look at 3 levels of responsibility: responsible platforms, responsible content, and responsible infrastructure. And if we can see a company that doesn't seem to give a damn about the content that's on their platform, that doesn't seem to police the content, and that's not worried about viewability, verification, measurability, and impact, we'll move our dollars somewhere else. And so behaving in a responsible fashion is a matter of business survival. And we firmly believe this is not a good thing we're doing. It's our only way of running our company for long-term success.
When we talk about digital transformation, for us, every digital transformation begins and ends with the customer. I guess, we made a couple good decisions when we started Salesforce 21 years ago. I mentioned one is our core values, that we picked values that eventually aligned with the future. I think the other thing that we probably did was we picked one word to focus on, which is customer. There's a lot of things you can do in the technology industry. You have a lot of choices of products you can build. For us, we only build customer products, helping you to connect with your customers in new ways and helping to connect customers and companies together in new ways. That's our sole focus.
I'm so thrilled to be back here in Las Vegas. There is nothing that comes close to CES. It's so much more than a show. It's a true ecosystem. And it's the world's most influential technology event. This year, we have more than 4,400 exhibitors, 1,200 startups all throughout the show. Every major and emerging industry is represented in the tech ecosystem from more than 160 countries, regions, and territories. And I keep using the word more because everywhere you turn, there's more to see, there's more to learn, and there's more to inspire you. CTA is so committed to CES being an inclusive and welcoming for all event, and we're focused on 3 key areas. The first is in partnerships. We have the Female Quotient, who is our official equality partner of CES. So please be sure to check out the FQ Lounge, where they're having great programming throughout the week. We also have a second group of programming that we're running this year called the Innovation for All program. and it permeates the show, highlighting the effective real-world business cases for creating diversity and inclusion that helps drive innovation. Our third area is in engagement, and CES and beyond, CTA brings together the entire tech ecosystem to share solutions that help encourage a more diverse and inclusive industry.
2020 is a big year. It's the dawn of a new decade, a decade full of promises and possibilities for our industry. This is a Samsung mission, to create unforgettable moments that make your lives better, that make a difference for humanity, and create a better world for us all.
It's all about innovation. You know, innovation makes our lives better, and the people around the world are going to benefit from the healthier and safer environment that innovation is creating for us. From the latest automotive technology to life-saving healthcare technology, CES actually shows us how innovation will improve our everyday lives.
You know, when I sat in this car and you put your hand on the control interface and it just breathes. It seems alive, it's organic. And so I think that our technology will become more organic and more easy for us to interface. And so, you know, this car is symbolic of that. And maybe some of the manifestations of the specifics won't show up, you know, for a few years in your future model lines. But you have to start with the gesture, you have to start with the idea.
We believe that inspiration and fascination are the most powerful drivers for change and progress. Our way is sustainable modern luxury. Our tools are technology and innovation. The transformation of the automotive industry at large and society as a whole is something we look forward to.
We're here today because we still think that the gift of flight is the ultimate innovation. It allows people to connect across vast distances. It opens up opportunities that simply aren't possible without a human connection. And it brings the world closer at a time we need to be closer more than ever before. So when we envision what the future of air travel looks like, we have to think big, start small, and then scale very fast. The opportunities to better connect people across the world are truly endless, and technology will help us do it even better.